Welcome back to More Sip the Tally. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and I finally had a chance to sit down and watch the all 22 of the Super Bowl. And I was amazed at how the Eagles' front four was able to get pressure on Patty Mahomes. And with the front four getting that much pressure, you can do so much stuff on the back end. And by Vic Fangio realizing that, and then eventually just not really calling blitzes, just letting that front four do what they do, to me, he was the real MVP. And I know Jalen Hurts did his thing on the offensive side, and collectively as an offense, they did what they had to do. But that defense was suffering. I mean, absolutely suffering. Let's take a look at some of the plays that they had in the Super Bowl and just see how suffering they were. And most of these plays, they're only rushing four. Now, maybe they'll drop an edge out and do something different, but it's still, for the most part, they're rushing four. KC's going to an empty set. Plays change defensively. You see them communicate. And you only got three rushers in this one. You only got three rushers in this one. And when you rush three and drop 8, look at the coverage. Everything's just locked up. That's locked up. That's locked up. You got in the middle locked up. Here locked up. That's actually doubled right there. And then a guy up top. So, when you drop 8 and rush 3, there's no way you can go. But watch. He still tried to squeeze it in there to Kelsey. And it's just so much traffic. And it's a little behind, but, they found the one little piece of space that the Eagles gave them. They just didn't complete it because it was so much traffic. And then you got Nolan coming off the edge. Again, that's a instance where they only brought 3 and still got pressure. Still was kind of sort of collapsing the pocket. But KC found the one little opening on that play and didn't convert it. And from there on out, there was no more openings. Other than that deep pass when the game was out of reach. But for the most part, there were no more openings. Here you're only going to get 4. So you're getting 4. Down at the bottom, you got they trying to match routes at the bottom. Got a little man coverage. And this guy right here, whoever this is, I can't tell who it is right now, did a great job of working in and out of this and not getting bumped off. He did a great job of avoiding. Watch it. He went underneath, behind Cooper DeJean, then underneath Big Play Slay to be right on his responsibility. So he didn't let the switch release get him caught up. It's a good job. Then up top, Quinyon Mitchell got Juju wrapped up. Got him on a milk carton. Zach Bond got the back. And they just playing straight up cover 1. You got the rover dropping down here. You got your free safety here. And they rushing 4. And look at the pressure they're getting just rushing 4. Look at Nolan pushing their pocket. Look at Jordan pushing from the middle. I mean, not Jordan. Carter pushing from the middle. And then when they try to escape, what was it, 93? They get after it. Rushing 4. 4 versus 6. 5.5, because the back does eventually come out. Another example of it. Still in the first quarter. Now, it's going to look like a blitz. Because they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys up there. But one of them going to drop out, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, the guy that kind of simulated the blitz, he just going to punch Kelsey down and drop out. So now you're rushing 4. You still ain't got to play man. You in coverage. Look at Slay. Slay identifying where Kelsey at. And Kelsey's doing this, just trying to find some soft spot stuff. Like, it ain't no real route. I'm just trying to find a soft spot. And that's what he's doing. And because they can rush 4, they can take all them soft spots away. They can take all them soft spots away. Look at Kelsey trying to find something. He's trying to find something. Let's back it up a little bit. He's just trying to find a soft spot. Just looking to see where guys at. Oh, got somebody there. Let me come back this way. Nope, got guys there too. I just turn around and stop. But at this point, he locked up. And then Pat gonna try to go deep, but look at this coverage by Quinyon Mitchell up top. Look at that. You can't even see the receiver. That's how well he's covered. You can't even see him. You just try check it down and get what they can get. But when you can get great pressure with four, stuff like that's gonna happen all the time. And it's still early. All this still in the first quarter. They figured out early that hey, we ain't got a blitz. We just rush out four, and whatever four we seeing is because they got about 8 guys that they can send, and they can't block them consistently. Look at the push in the pocket at the top. That's Sweat at the top. What? Look at Sweat. That's almost nonstop. There was no no stopping him at all. Stopping ain't the word I was looking for. I can't think of it. But the tackle didn't slow him down at all. He's made a beeline straight to the quarterback. And now Pat's stepping up. Look at your D tackles getting interior push. Look at your D tackles getting interior push. Now he tries to step out, and you got one of the fastest guys fastest D lineman on his ankles. As far as the coverage, look at the coverage again. Nobody even is close to open because you got 7 guys versus their 4. I have never seen that much pressure on Pat Mahomes except for when Tampa Bay beat them in the Super Bowl. And Philly kept running fresh guys out there, fresh guys out there, fresh guys out there, fresh guys out there, fresh guys out there. And they was getting it done. And keep in mind, I don't want to, keep raining on KC's parade, but I know one of their guards had to play tackle. But if that guard, that tackle is back at guard, they have the best guard center guard combination in the NFL. But they just don't have the tackles. Their rookie didn't pan out. And they just had to try to make it work. And they found ways to win all season long. Tonight, well, not tonight, a week ago, it just wasn't a night. And on this play right here, they rushing 4. He got to get it out quick because they don't want to get a sack because he's standing in the end zone. Look at Kelce. And I will say this about Kelce. Kelce's effort in Super Bowl was grade A SHITTY. It was terrible. It was terrible. I mean, he's not open right here, so Patty got to come off of it because you got these dogs hunting up there. So he just drops it off in the flat. Bam. As soon as he catch it, bust in the mouth. It's just absolutely nuts how well that front 4 worked with the back end. And Warren Sapp used to always say when he worked on the NFL Network, the front end and the back end got to work together. The Super Bowl for the Eagles was the perfect example of the front end and the back end working together. Like on this one right here. They only rushed 4. Even though it looks like a blitz because Bond goes, Nolan drops out and is running with Noah Gray, the tight end. And it's all over him. And look at the other 3 receivers. Hollywood, maybe you can come to Hollywood, but Pat Mahomes is on the run already. So he can't kind of throw back across his body. He could, but you got 19 up under that with your Sweat. You got whoever this is in the middle locked up. And you got, I think this is Kelce locked up. Because you can get pressure with 4. Even though this is an unconventional 4 because they sent Bond and dropped Sweat and Nolan. Matter of fact, I keep saying 4. That's 3. That's the 2 D tackles in Bond. Because Sweat and Nolan dropped out. So they throwing against 8 again. And honestly, 42 probably should pick this unless this ball going to Hunt. This ball probably going to Hunt. Yeah, it went to Hunt. With nowhere to go. Fangio and his defense did an amazing job of realizing that, hey, they can't block us up front consistently. Let's just play all different coverages with 7 and make them beat us. Because they gave up on the run early. It was noted early in the game that, hey, y'all ain't gonna run jack on us today. The best chance you got of throwing it, and we're gonna drop 7 or 8 all game and see what you can do. Like right there, 3rd down, you know where the ball want to go to, and they already knew it. So Fangio, yeah, and I know they gave it to Jalen Hurts, but you and the rest of that defense, you guys are clearly the MVP, and I can appreciate what you guys did. Makes me even more appreciative seeing how they did what they did to the Ravens after they did what they did in the Super Bowl. If that makes sense to you, you know what I'm talking about. So this is Coach Evans with another episode of More Sip to Tally. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me on this late night session. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all soon, man. Peace and love.